Good morning, everybody. Today is day 23. I just left the shelter a little bit ago, and I have probably at this point 7 miles or so until I officially exit the Smokies. So I got through the Smokies with pretty good weather. My goal today is lofty, planning on 17 miles. I was planning on 15, but I pushed it to 17 because that extra 2 miles is all downhill to a shelter. I forget what it's called, but it's that first shelter in Far Out on the Standing Bear to Damascus guide. The reason I'm pushing there is because it is supposed to rain tonight and into the day tomorrow. And it's also supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow. So I'm trying to get as close to max patch as possible to try to get up and over max patch before the thunderstorms start tomorrow, and also just so I have less miles in the rain tomorrow in general. So that's the goal. I have 2 big climbs today, basically. One coming up here, coming up to, I think it goes up to Mount Camerer, not the actual summit, but a spur trail that goes off to it. I'm skipping Mount Camerer because I already have 17 miles today, and it's a 0.6 mile blue blaze each way. So unfortunately I'm skipping it, even though it's supposed to have great views. And then the second big climb is the climb out of Standing Bear. So that's most of my elevation for the day. I do have a lot of descent to do today. I have a big descent down into Davenport Gap to exit the Smokies after I get up that big ascent to Camerer, and a big descent to the shelter I'm staying at tonight. So I'm gonna be exhausted. So I think everything will be worth it to get to the shelter, just so I have less time in the rain tomorrow. But yeah, that's basically gonna be my day. I will check in with you periodically. I hope I have some good views today. But yay for exiting the Smokies, and yay for finishing the first guide from Far Out. Check in later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm almost done with my first ascent, but I just got a little bit of service and had a text from Jordan to call him if I could, because our cat isn't doing well. He's taking him to the vet in like 10 minutes from now, actually. He wasn't doing the hottest when I left, and honestly I expected to not see him again. But I have this feeling that when Jordan takes him in 10 minutes that he's gonna have to be put down. He's like 14, so he's older, and he has diabetes, and we took him to the vet a couple of months ago for some other issues, and his blood work wasn't great, but we opted not to take him to a specialist at that time because of his age and just probably limited options to help him get better. And just knowing how old he was, you know, we weren't going to do like any cancer treatments or anything super expensive or invasive or anything like that. So we've just opted to kind of keep him comfortable at home. But yeah, this morning he peed in the living room and he won't eat, and he can barely stand. So I was able to get a phone call out to Jordan for like 5 minutes before it dropped, because cell service today sucks. Cell service in the Smokies sucks, especially with AT&T. But I feel so awful because Jordan's had all this responsibility to take care of the pets, and I'm worried that he won't be able to handle putting the cat down and being alone for it. And I just feel so guilty that I'm not there for the cat or for Jordan. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna see the cat most likely. Again, Zeke is his name. And I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, it sucks, but I'm at peace with that. And I know that he's been suffering, so putting him down, if that's what the vet suggests, is the best thing for him probably. But I feel so guilty being out here while Jordan has to deal with that back home and the emotional fallout from that. I just texted my mom to see if she could call him since I'm unable to keep a phone call going with him right now. But I just wanted to come on and let you all know that this is my day today. And of course it's like, you know, my longest day yet on trail. So I just hope I can push through. All right. All right, guys, I just got an update on Zeke, my cat, and today's not the day that we have to say goodbye to him, thank goodness. The vet thinks he's just severely dehydrated, potentially has a UTI, and also maybe pancreatitis, which Jordan and I had been considering pancreatitis as a possibility after we took him to the vet a couple months ago. So they are giving him fluids under the skin, an antibiotic. They're checking his blood sugar since he is diabetic. And the vet doesn't think it's to the point yet where we have to put him down. So he will be going home today, and Jordan just has to monitor him. And, you know, if his condition doesn't improve, we'll reassess at that time. But for now, it looks like he will be around for at least today. You know, I don't know how much longer we will have him, especially if he's got pancreatitis. I don't think that there's really a cure for that besides just taking him in for fluids every now and then. So we shall see, but at least I don't have to have that weighing down on my mind today, and Jordan can not stress about that today either. So I'm about 2.5 miles to Davenport Gap Shelter, which I will show you because I think it's supposed to be pretty unique in the sense that it's one of the only shelters, if not the only shelter left in the Smokies that still has a fence, kind of closing people in the shelter for protection from bears. So I'll show you that when I get there. I still have a lot of downhill to go to get to Davenport Gap. And then, yeah, I'll check in later. See you guys. All right, so I'm here at the turnoff for the Davenport Gap Shelter. I'm actually not going to go down after all because it looks like it goes down in elevation quite a bit to get down there. And I don't really feel like adding more downhill to my life today. So I will pop a picture in if I can to show you what that fenced shelter looks like. But I'm going to keep going down. This is the northern boundary of the Smokies. for AT hikers to put their permits in. So this means I'm officially out of the Smokies. All right, I'm at Davenport Gap. I have done, according to this, 239.1 miles. My goal is to get to the Groundhog Creek shelter, which is another 9.6 hot springs in 2 days from now. And Katahdin is under 2,000 miles, 1953.9. On a little bit of a road walk near I-40. This is the section just before Standing Bear. You go under I-40. You can see there's blazes on the support beams there. And here on the left. So yeah, I'm almost 10 miles in for the day. I still have 7 to go, and I'm pretty tired. Alright, so I just got back to a trail off the road. I was excited because there was a red cooler of Trail Magic here, but it just has beer in it. And not beer I like. I just was really hoping for a Coke. But it's a nice gesture. So yeah, the trail goes up this tall staircase, and that's exactly what it's named in Far Out. So I'm gonna keep pushing on. I'm probably not gonna get into camp until probably like 6 o'clock tonight. I need to find a spot to sit and have lunch and take this pack off a while though. I think I'll go up a ways and see if there's anything just a bit farther. What's up, everybody? I wanted to film a little update. As you can see, I'm not on trail. So yesterday, actually I'm putting this in the video for day 23, but day 23, I was supposed to be going to Groundhog Creek shelter. I got to where the trail crosses just below Standing Bear, and you know, right before you start going up Snowbird Mountain. And I checked the weather forecast, and the forecast kind of changed, and there were 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts forecasted for that night. So and I was going to be going over Max Patch on day 24, which was just going to have like constant rain, thunderstorms, wind, and I really didn't want to be going over Max Patch with that kind of weather. So I made the decision to go ahead and get a shuttle to Hot Springs from just below Standing Bear, and I'm actually triple zeroing here. So I'm going to be resting my Achilles really well and just relaxing, resetting the mind, recharging the mind, body, soul, everything. Jordan is coming to visit me this weekend. So day 23 was a Tuesday when I chose to shuttle to Hot Springs, and he is coming on Friday. And so the plan is Saturday morning, Jordan and I are gonna wake up, get a shuttle back to where I got off trail near Standing Bear. And we are going to do the section from Standing Bear to Hot Springs together. So we're gonna go, you know, over Max Patch. The weather forecast for the weekend looks great so far. So I'm gonna have good weather going over Max Patch. And that is the plan. So I'm being delayed by about 3 days while I triple zero, but I am here at Laughing Heart Hostel This is where I already had a reservation for Thursday and Friday nights, so I just tacked on 2 nights to the beginning of it, and I'm in a bunkhouse for the first 2 nights, and then I moved to a private room after that, so that Jordan, when he arrives Friday, he and I will have a private room and he won't disturb other hikers when he gets in late. So I'll show you around on my day 24 video, so look for that tomorrow. And yeah, that's the deal. Just wanted to give you guys an update. See ya.